Right, welcome back to last cast. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the whip. I've never used this whip before. I've used the float rod in a similar way, and I was going to use them in the last episode at sunrise, but there were just too many big fish in to swim. So I've come away for a few days, so I've just put the bare minimum in the car. Don't get much in, I could just get the seat box in and the rod and a whip and a few bits and bats. But as I've been setting up, I've been throwing a few casters and there's loads of fish here. They're really fast, so they're coming in and out so fast. And I think it's finding the right depth. So I'm going to just do what Aidan did on that video. I set up it's a 3 metre whip, Preston one. I've got £6 main line on and just £2 bottom with a 20 hook on, silverfish. I'm just going to flick it out. And the other thing that's a bit of a problem, the water's really clear, I can see the fish. So they probably can see the line and the hook. And it's absolutely red hot. I'll give it a go. I've got a few hours. But I'm only going to fish this for a while. I don't want to keep the fish in the net too long. That's if I'm catching her. They're not a bad sized roach, you can see them on the top. They're just darting in and out so fast. You can see how fast that bite will then. I think you can see it on camera. I have to dot the float down a bit more. But they're everywhere, I can see them at my feet. Got some maggots to try and cast those first. They're just hitting it and I got one on. Not a bad fish, I think I can swing this one out. Some of the others look a bit too big to swing out. A little rest there to put it on. And that's what I'm fishing for. At sunrise, I was going to do it there and there's just too many F1s in the swim. They just snap you off. I have seen a few big carp swim past. And you know, the double figure carp, 15-16 pounds. So I'm not going to catch them on this, but I've got my margin pole, so I might have a go when the sun goes down for them. I'm not even sure if I'll get them in on that. And this is a netter. Snatched it out of my hand, that one. You've got to be careful with this. It's like an hybrid. Not a roach. Yeah, it's a roach bream hybrid. There's plenty of bream in here. It's just put it a bit like that. It's just when you come away for a few days, what I found is I looked on the internet and found this on the website. It's just a caravan park basically. It's not a proper commercial. It's mainly for the residents who fish here, but they do let you have day ticket. I always do that if I'm going anywhere. I always check, see if there's anywhere you can fish. Get a few hours in the evening, then you can, when you've done all your other stuff, go fishing. Nice and easy. Can't take too much gear with you, unless you got a van. There's some nice sized roach in the swim. And they just seem to disappear. You throw a few in, they come, unless they've just gone deeper. I'll just leave it in a few seconds. The other bite seemed to be when I baited up. I suspect if you leave it you'll get a bite. You see, I got a bit of a knock then. Well, I think with whip fishing is it's basically chuck it out, chuck some bait out, try to get on target. I'm not very good at getting on target. Got a pint of casters, big shoal of carp swimming over there. I'm attempting to have a go. I had some bread and the carp rods, but I haven't. I think it's just a matter of case, practice. I'm getting bites. It's not as fast as I thought it would be with all the fish in the swim. I suppose if I can see them, they can see my line. I can even see my bait sinking. You won't have to see it on camera, but there's probably 150 fish in the swim. I'm just taking every caster apart from mine. But they're not as daft as people think. Something held that up then. You can see them now, they're coming right to the top. Have to be careful in a minute, there's a big carp coming. Swam away. Lightning fast. I don't think I'll be winning in a match with this. Not on it. That one didn't even get to the bottom. You see the float? Should have tried to net that out. The float didn't even, the weights didn't go down. Just thought it was stuck on some weed. Quite fast action. Keep you busy. I don't know if you could keep this up for a few hours. Get another caster on. Make sure it's not tangled at the end, just in case I do look into something better. There we go. Cast out again. I'll whip it out. Connected with that one then. So all these seeds on the water holding the line up in the water. I don't know how I missed that one. Another fish on, so can I swing it out? Yeah, I'll swing it, it's not too big. I've got 2 pound bottom on. I'm not in a match, so if I win a match I'd probably net it. I'm getting I think I've had three fish now. Which is pretty good for a day when it's so warm. I'd probably been better waiting for the sun to go down a bit. That not bad. I'll leave it in. And there's only me fishing today. And get plenty of bites. It seems to be probably at the right depth. Yeah, that was a good fish that. I think my hook might be too small. Probably knocking on a pound that, whatever it was. I think it was an hybrid. Definitely a netter. With these silvers, you're not going to have a problem getting them out. But the guy was telling us there's a few chubbing. You'll have to be careful if you get one of them on. He said the fair size. It's nicked me bait, that one. At least I'm getting bites. I'm a bit, I wasn't too sure about if I'd get any bites today with it being so warm. It's only about 3 o'clock. On a day like this, you got to get out fishing, even though fishing's not as good. The problem now is getting all these seeds in the water. And if you're in the UK, you know what I'm talking about. This time of year, it's a nightmare. It's covered in it. None here when I started. I'll keep trickling a bit of bait in. It's just a demo. I know it works. I've seen Aidan do it, and it's simple fishing. I mean, you can't say all those videos are too complicated. Another small roach. You can make them as basic as you want. It's not even, it's a chub. Or is it a dace? Well, the chub must be breeding in here. Small chub, that. Micro chub. And it's good if they're breeding in here, unless they've stocked it. And they said they haven't stocked it for a while. Now, well, they're probably 2 year old. That's a bit far out. And I'm just going to use castor. I might try maggots. If it dries up on this, they seem to be enjoying having a good feast on it. On them. It'd be nice to get one of them big roach. There's some real big fish in the swim. This is a netter. This is the one we were just talking about, and it come up for it. Not a pound, but definitely a netter. Probably fish an hour at this. And see how many I can get in an hour. And they're wolfing them down. Not a bad little spot this. I found. Probably come back again. And you see it's nice roach. Biggest one of the day, that. But there's hundreds of them in the swim. You get a few of them, you get a good weight. But it's just pleasure fishing today. And get all the stuff off the line because it's getting a bit of a pain now. Typhoon just gone over. Very noisy. Spooked the fish, I don't know. I just didn't get sonic boom. He did spook. There's no fish there. Can't see any topping now though. I think it did spook him a bit. I think I'm at the right depth. I think if you come too shallow they can see all the tackle. That plane definitely spooked him. Very off target, that one. Some big roach in the swim. And you see the stuff are coming out with. It's probably not the best time to do the whip. You just have to bear with us. Get the wind go the other way, it might blow it away. And what it's doing is holding the line up in the water. I'm not getting no bites now. And we'll have to check the bait. And there's nothing on that. Right in a bunch of it. Can't see the fish anymore. Got a bit of a bite then. Not sure if there's a bigger fish in the swim spooking the others. Oh, it's all this stuff on the line. I'm still getting bites. Getting that when they get silly bites, when they go a bit fast. And what the problem is, getting it's keep being held up in the water by the seeds. The big carp going past looks about £18 that. Don't want that on. Seems to handle them quite well, this whip. Don't know what to do with a big one on. Got a dragonfly on it now, or damselfly. Caster knickers in the swim now. Another one on. The shoreline seeds would move. And taking it, as soon as it hits the water they're taking it, so I might have to come a bit more shallow. Getting a lot of drift on it now. Can't hit the bites now. But I'll miss that one. I'll tell you what, done me that one, whatever it was. Bit the hook off. Right, I'll have another cast. My hook's just been bit off. I couldn't feel any resistance. And the guy, when I was talking to him, he said there's one pike in the swim. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a pike, but you never know. Might have been a chub. And I think sometimes it's probably better estimating a nice roach on again. It's not a swinger. They're very slimy. I think they've just finished spawning and sliming back up again. Nice, another nice roach. Proper slimed line. It'll stink a bit today. It's good fun this. A bit frustrating at times when you're missing them bites. I think the float might be too heavy. I'm catching. At least I'm not getting micro ones. I haven't seen any really small ones. You know, unless them bites are missing us in the small ones. I don't know if you can see it in the background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 big carp. Something on the top. And probably most people come here to catch them. Going past me now. turned at the float. It's hanging about a bit now. Keep an eye on it. If it goes near the caster, I'll move it. There's no point getting it on. Another nice. This could be the best one at the day, this. I don't know what it is yet. It looks like a roach. And it is. I think they're hybrids, to be honest. They've got a bit of brown in them. No, it's a roach. Oh, line everywhere. Use a disgorger. Get there eventually. Another nice roach. You see it. Let's see if it was on camera. No, if the camera's pointing at me. What I think happening with this, I think that disgorger's an aluminium one. I think it might be nicking the line. Let's get a plastic one out. And did a full day on this, you know about it. I reckon I could get, in a couple of hours, I reckon I could get £10 out. £10 in pike weight, which is £2. I don't think there's any point fishing on the bottom at the moment. Another good fish. Definitely the right depth, I think. And if I come up any more in the water, I think they'll probably spook. Getting them well down. That means they're proper competing that. Another nice roach. I'm not throwing as many casters in. Oh god, that will out of range. It's my first time, you got to forgive me. It might look like I've done it before, but I haven't. I used to do it as a kid when we had no money. Put on line on the reel. We used to tie a bit to the end of the rod. It was similar to that. And I've watched other people do it, all filming and etc. It's not rocket science, this fishing. It's probably the most basic fishing you can do. And it's just getting that feed and depth right. I'm happy with the depth there, I'm going to keep it at that. All these seeds now, I hope the wind's blowing down there, it might get them out of the way. Loads on the end. Big batch of weed, seeds and stuff now in the way. You see the float's not even cocking now. Might have lost a weight. Yeah, I think the weight's come off. I'll put another one on. I'll wait, see if I get another good bite. and dot it down a bit more as well. Now I'll get another weight on. Oh look, because I forgot them. Now we're going to put another weight on, but I don't think it was a weight. I think it's just all the seeds from the trees holding the line up, and that one's gone over as well. Yes, you can see it. Bit of a nightmare at the moment now. Across the floor, they're holding the stuff up in the water. I think that one's got through. Oop. That one's you want to get caught. It's a netter. Probably could have swung that out. Another roach, that's the stamp, average stamp, but there's some bigger ones in the swim. And they're just, the bigger the roach get, harder they are to catch. Like most fish. You don't get to that size by getting caught all the time. You can see this is nice and simple video. I don't think anyone can complain it's too complicated. I'll put all the links to how you set it up and stuff. Which is very basic. Okay. In the bait zone. That one nicked my caster. No problem with caster. Might do some rigs with the banded caster like Aidan did in one of the videos. Don't seem to nick them. I won't be doing it today because I ain't got enough. Right. I think if we're doing the pole it'd probably spook them and you'd be shipping in and out all the time. And it's ideal for the whip today in this weather. And it took me at least 5 minutes to set up. Need to cock the float. I'll just leave that a bit, see if it goes under. I think there's probably something on the line. A bit of a nightmare, these seeds. They'll be gone soon. Get back out. Not as many fish in the swim now. I'm saying that, got another one on. Can't even see the fish, the sun's right in my eyes. There's a roach. About the same stamp. Oh my god. Covered in seeds. I'll just get these off. That's why I was probably fishing. Big swell on the top then. And it's my sort of fishing, this. Nice and simple. Nice bite there. Get one or two more fish and I'll crack on. I don't think I'm going to get a massive weight. I'm not bothered. There's probably loads of fish on the bottom there now. I can't see them getting all them casters. And I wouldn't recommend doing that with the hook. I'll have to use if I fish the float rod, I'll have to fish further out and use the catapult to get the casters out. And then bream keep coming in and turning. They brought me underwater cameras, a big carp. It's going past now. It's disappeared. It's not good when they disappear near your bait. Oh, it's right there now. It's gone past. There's just no point even attempting for them with a whip. I think even the F1s at Sunrise, they'd do you. They do fight even though they're small. But there's some bigger ones. These big-eyed, you know. If I'd have been fishing this last week, I was tempted to fish it. In the other episodes I did. Well, this is probably the ideal place to do it. Might not get another fish at this rate. You never catch one when you say you want one. That felt like a decent fish, that. very poor cast. It's clearing up a bit now, the seeds. Better check the camera's not directly in the sun and all. It's done me that one, nicked me. Bit. And then bigger fish are coming over now. I think I can hear the noise. There's some chub with them. What I'm going to do is see if I can tempt them over. Yeah, the spook, they're getting closer. They know there's something going on. Right. If I can get that one fish and then crack on, which you see that one, the float didn't even settle then. Can't tell you what it is because the sun's directly. Another roach. They're definitely been spawning these. That's why they're probably so hungry. Another nice roach. Not quite a pound. Probably a few ounce. No, these are nice carp. But shouldn't throw that out really. They've gone past. They're not feeding. They might be spawning. Been swimming up and down a bit. I'll give it 5 minutes to give it a rest. Right, I'll just give it a rest for about 5 minutes. Had something to eat and a drink. I keep getting a drink in this weather. I'm just going to see if that's made a difference. I can't actually see the fish now because the sun's shining. I can see a few swell, so I know they're there. And I've got a bite then. Can't get that shoal of bream to come over. I think I can hear the casters going in. So I've got one second bite there, I've got one on. I'm not going to risk swinging it out. You have to bear with me because I can't see a thing. The sun's directly in my eyes off the water. And I'm away for a few days. Didn't put the sunglasses in. I've got to get about a bit. You know, you're not going to learn much on these videos. I might just give you something to watch with a note on. It's all content for the channel. It's just to prove that what we're doing works, because this is the first time I've ever used this method. It's so simple. But I wouldn't recommend doing it on one where there's lots of small carp. But though they are carp in here, they're the bigger ones. I've seen a roach there, nice size. That's what I want, a couple of them. And then bites to get them off them ones, the smaller fish. It's going flying under when they do it. That one's took it. I think I'll swing this one out, I think. Yeah, it's not too big. So, little rest outside of my box. Other thing, another roach. That one's a minter. Some of the others look like they've been spawning. They're a bit tatty. And that's Yorkshire talk for a bit messy. I'm actually enjoying this. It's quite good fun. If you were fishing on the bottom now, I don't think you'd be catching anything. Another one on. I think this is a netter. Great fun. I think our friend Aidan would enjoy it here. It's quite good to film and all because there's no one actually else fishing here. Another nice roach. Probably busy at the weekend, it's the weekday. A bit of slime and stuff on the line, make sure you get it all off. If you leave one small bit of slime on it, you just don't get bite. All I'm doing with the casters as well is just hooking them like a maggot. You can hide them in it if you won't getting bites, but I'm getting plenty of bites. I don't think they're too fussed today. If you're on the canal, you might have to hide it. I'm not far from the Lancaster Canal, I might give that a go if I get enough time. Another one on. Oop. Oh, might as well net it, I could have swung that one out. Like I say, I can't see them. And the hooks come out anyhow. That's a stamper fish. Ideal for thing. Bream, you'll get a bream out on this. You don't fight too much. Less a jump. Get one of them jumping ones. I haven't seen any chub. I think I'll probably struggle with a chub. Clean the line up again. A few casters out. And what I'm doing and all, I'm putting the ones on, I don't know if you can see it, they're not too dark, so they stand out. Like a professional, this. I should try it on the river as well. I'm getting one, got one each cast now, don't know why, just seem to have not getting as many missed bites, which is good, I shouldn't complain. And it's got a mark on it where they've been spawning. I won't throw as many out. If you fish this method in the evening, it'd be even better. So like I said, this season we're going to do it as a bit of a trial. People don't like them and don't watch them. No point doing them because it does take a bit of work getting the cameras there and editing and stuff. So we're going to try to do some basic ones. It might be a disaster. We'll start with the basicest method, the whip. Right, a bit of an update now. It's gone a bit dead. So I'm going to get one more fish and call it a day. Now this method's a method where you just keep coming back to. I don't think it'd work all day. I think the float's spooking the fish when they're flicking it out all the time. Let's see if we can get one more. Which might be harder than I said. And this feels like I'll go finish on a perch. So we'll have a look at net. As you can see, small net of roach. There's probably about 10 pound of fish. Maybe not that much. There's some nice fish, been good. It's got too hot now, there's no feeding, so thanks as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll catch you next time.